Morning, and welcome to the UU Church of the South Hills, also known as Sunnyhill. We're delighted that you could join us today for this service. Our mission here at Sunnyhill is to create a more just and compassionate community within and beyond our walls. My name is Krista Stanley, and I serve as a worship associate for this congregation. If you're a newcomer or a visitor to our congregation, please go to sunnyhill.org and click on the button that says New to Sunnyhill to receive more information about our congregation and to receive our weekly email newsletter. If you're joining us online today, please say hello or good morning in the comments on Facebook or YouTube. We'd like to hear from you and extend a warm welcome to you as well. We welcome children of all ages to our service. For quiet play, we have a children's area here in the sanctuary. For louder activities, we have a nursery just outside the corner entrance to the sanctuary. And we also have a comfort room accessible through the back hallway from which you can hear and see the service. Just a gentle reminder to everyone, please be sure to silence your cell phones or other electronic devices so that we can enjoy the service uninterrupted by any buzzing or ringing. Today's sermon is titled, Fresh Start or Road to Hell. This sermon will explore how making New Year's resolutions can be a double-edged sword. While stating one's intentions is often a good thing, it's also been said that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. How can we make the best use of our intentions for ourselves and our world? Our opening words were written by Sylvia Howe. We gather at the start of a new year, saddened by our losses, cherishing our joys, aware of our failures, mindful of days gone by. We gather on the cusp of this new year, eager to begin anew, hopeful for what lies ahead, promising to make changes, anticipating tomorrows and tomorrows. We invite you to join our celebration of life, knowing that life includes good and bad, endings and beginnings. We bid you welcome. Please join me in saying the words for lighting our chalice. We light this chalice on the brink of a new year, letting go of what has been, open and hopeful for what may come, renewed, restored, ready to live life fully anew. May we move forward with intention.
Good morning. Please rise and body your spirit to join in singing our opening hymn. I am delighted to be joined this morning by Alex Farb before he goes back to school. Yeah. And we're going to be singing the verses. I invite you to sing with us on the choruses. We traveled far, there it is, to be right here where we are. Reach out a hand, no need for fear, 'cause all we need is right here. Sing along. All we need. Here
friends, it is now our time for all ages. If there are any kiddos present that want to come up to listen, now's your chance. Happy New Year, friends. There are lots of different ways to mark the beginning of a new year. In many cities, people gather for big parties and count down the seconds until midnight. Some families celebrate together with a toast and a hug or maybe even a kiss from someone they love. Many people also mark the new year by making a promise to themselves called a resolution. A New Year's resolution is a goal or change someone hopes to make in the year ahead. It might be something like reading more books, drinking more water, or being more present in every moment. Raise your hand if you have ever made a New Year's resolution. All right, look around. There are lots of hands out there, huh? Did you know that people have been making resolutions for thousands of years? Historians trace this practice back to an ancient Babylonian festival called Ikitu, where neighbors promised to return borrowed farm tools. Later, in ancient Rome, people made promises and offerings at the start of the year to Janus, the god of the month that January is named after. Since humans have been setting New Year's goals for so long, you'd think we'd be really good at keeping them, right? Turns out not so much. Many people don't keep their resolutions all year long, and yet every year we keep on trying. I think that tells us something important. Setting goals matters, especially when we choose goals that are meaningful and actually possible. I could decide that this year I'm going to dunk a basketball, but that one is pretty much guaranteed to fail. But there are goals that we can set that are doable, and that might even make the world a little bit better. So for 2026, I invite each of you to think about a goal like that. Maybe it's recycling more, creating less waste, spending more time with family and friends, or even making a new friend. These are goals that can change our lives, and the lives of others too. And that feels like a pretty good way to start a new year. And with that, we will head to our RE classes. Let's sing the kiddos out.
As you go, may joy surround you. As you go, go in peace. Know our love is with you always. As you go, as you go, as you go,
may joy surround you. As you go, go in peace. Know our love is with you always. As you go, as you go. May it be simple, may it be kind.
most of the time. That was my part.
May it be open, may it be free.
May it be you, and may it be me. I just love listening to him.
May we be softer, may we be strong. May we find places where we belong. May we be here now and be where we're from. May it be good and may it be fun. May we sing often, may we sing true. May we sing stories of all we could do. May we sing something just out of the blue. Sing it for me and sing it for you. May it be simple, may it be kind, may it be easy most of the time. May it be open, may it be free, may it be you, and may it be me.
Good morning. I'm Terry Alvarez. I'm a member of the pastoral care team here at Sunnyhill. And the pastoral care team's mission is to support anyone who's going through a crisis, a difficult time, to comfort you when you're grieving, to support friends and family involved in caregiving, and to maintain contact with those unable to attend church due to illness or disability. We will sit with you when you're in need of a listening ear, one that listens without advice or judgment and reminds you that you are not alone. So should you have a need, please reach out to a member of the pastoral care team. And if you have any questions, contact Reverend Jim or a member of the team. You can submit a joy or a sorrow on Sunnyhill's website or by filling out a form in the foyer. After each joy or sorrow that I read, please respond by saying, "We hold you in our hearts." I have a joy from Michaeline and Wendy, more like an essay. We want to express what a joy it has been to share the joys and sorrows of 2025 with our Sunnyhill community. This has been a very difficult year for us in terms of illness, injury, and loss. Throughout, we have felt the steadfast presence in the form of visits, cards, food, rides, texts, emails, and constant gestures of care and concern. We have certainly used up more than our share of sick days. We are looking forward to sharing the joys of this new year with all of you. For Michaeline and Wendy, we hold you in our hearts. I have an extreme apprehension from Donna Kaufman. Donna's having surgery on her left eye tomorrow at the Vision Institute. She's taking extra precautions to stay germ-free before surgery and is missing out on lots of hugs by staying home today. For Donna, we hold you in our hearts. I have a sorrow from Catherine Palmer. It is with a heavy heart that we share that Patricia Trudeau, former Pittsburgh resident and Unitarian Universalist minister in Toronto and Ohio Meadville summer camp participant, passed away suddenly this past week. Our hearts are with her husband, Wilburn Hayden, and son, Donovan Hayden. Patricia's thoughtful outlook and positive energy will be missed. For Catherine and for Patricia and her family, we hold you in our hearts. And I have a joy from Krista Stanley. We are overjoyed to share that we are expecting an addition to our family. Baby is due to arrive mid-April. Max is super excited to be a big brother. For Krista, Max, and the rest of the family, we hold you in our hearts. As we listen to our musical meditation, we invite anyone who feels moved to do so to come forward, light a candle, place it in the sand, and return to your seat.
I'm going to light one more candle in a moment for everyone killed, injured, or placed in harm's way because of the U.S. military action in Venezuela. The United States government has a long and bloody record of failed attempts at foreign regime change in such places as Guatemala, Cuba, Nicaragua, Libya, Iraq, Vietnam, and most recently, 20 years of absolute misery in Afghanistan. These attempts at regime change from the outside have never succeeded and have ended up costing billions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of lives. There's no reason to believe that the illegal U.S. military intervention in Venezuela will achieve a different result from other such interventions. I light a candle this morning for all of those whose lives will be ruined or ended, including the lives of American military troops, as a result of this action. May all whose lives are affected come to know peace and healing in the months and years ahead. Please join me in the spirit of meditation or prayer. Let us breathe into this moment together, experiencing just now, just how it is, without judgment or expectation, without overthinking, without numbing ourselves, simply being present to this moment, and as it passes, this moment, and now this moment. As we pause for a moment of silence, may we set as our only intention simply being here now. As we set out on a new year, may our primary resolution be this: to bring more love into our lives and into our world, to create love through our actions and attitudes, to sustain love through our relationships with others, to be fiercely loving in our work for justice, to embody love in all we do. May this love live in us and flow through us now and always. Amen. Years ago, I made a resolution to never again make a New Year's resolution, a resolution to end all resolutions, if you will. I found such resolutions to be exercises in frustration and a surefire way to disappoint myself and engage in self-shaming and misery. But to all of you who are here today because you made a new resolution to come to church or try church out, I'm so glad you did, and welcome. New Year's resolutions, as we heard from Jen earlier, date back at least to the ancient Babylonians some 4,000 years ago. They were the first to hold recorded celebrations in honor of the new year. And during a massive 12-day religious festival, the Babylonians crowned a new king or reaffirmed their loyalty to the reigning king. They also made promises to the gods to pay their debts and return any borrowed objects. If the Babylonians kept their word, the gods would bestow favor on them for the coming year. If not, they would fall out of the gods' favor, a place no one wanted to be. A similar practice occurred in ancient Rome after the reform-minded Emperor Julius Caesar tinkered with the calendar and established January 1st as the beginning of the new year around 46 BCE. Named for Janus, the two-faced god whose spirit inhabited doorways and arches, January had special significance for the Romans. Believing that Janus symbolically looked backward into the previous year and ahead into the future, the Romans offered sacrifices to the deity and made promises of good conduct for the coming year. For early Christians, the first day of the new year became a traditional occasion for thinking about one's past mistakes and resolving to do and be better in the future. In 1740, the English clergyman John Wesley, the founder of Methodism, created the covenant renewal service, most commonly held on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. New Year's resolutions today are mostly a secular practice. Instead of making promises to the gods, most people make resolutions only to themselves and focus purely on self-improvement, which may explain why such resolutions seem so hard to follow through on. In some ways, I believe that January 1st is absolutely the worst time of year to make such resolutions. Exhausted from the holidays, in the middle of the bleakest part of winter, often sluggish and easily agitated, how can this be a good time to make any major life-changing commitments to oneself or to others? And all of these things are especially true this year as we face a world with a level of chaos and uncertainty which continues to confound all of our best laid plans. Nevertheless, I do believe in the power of naming one's intentions. Sometimes just saying out loud what you intend to do or sharing it with others can greatly increase the likelihood of accomplishing what it is that you're setting out to do. While it's not magic, naming our intentions can, in fact, be a great first step forward, making either large or small changes in our lives. But intention can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can mark a fresh start or new beginning and help put us on a previously unexplored path. On the other hand, intention can devolve into dashed hopes and frustrations and can sometimes be used as an excuse for behaviors that cause harm, whether intended or not. On the positive side of things, I have repeatedly experienced the benefits of naming my intentions. Every difficult undertaking that I have been able to complete has begun with my articulating my intentions and sharing them with others. By stating your intentions, you bring together your yearnings, your ability to imagine and envision meaningful change, and a willingness to hold yourself accountable for working toward what you want to achieve. All of these things are good and essential to living in a way that is likely to result in feeling satisfied and maintaining a sense of personal integrity. And the concept of intention certainly has religious implications, particularly in Eastern religious traditions. Author and meditation teacher Philip Moffitt writes, "In Buddhist psychology, intention manifests itself as volition, which is the mental factor that most determines your consciousness in each moment. Literally, it is your intention that affects how you interpret what comes into your mind. Moffat says, take, for example, someone who is being rude and domineering during a meeting at work. He is unpleasant, or at least your experience of him is unpleasant. What do you notice? Do you see his insecurity and how desperately hungry he is for control and attention? Or do you notice only your own needs and dislike and take his behavior personally, even though it really has nothing or very little to do with you? If you are grounded in your intention, Moffat says, then your response will be to notice his discomfort and your own suffering and feel compassion toward both of you. That doesn't mean that you don't feel irritation or that you allow him to push you around, but you avoid getting lost in judgment or personal reaction. Can you feel the extra emotional space such an orientation to life provides? Do you see the greater range of options for interpreting the difficulties in your life? This Buddhist attitude toward intention can be extremely challenging. On one hand, it's simply wrong to let harmful behavior proceed unchecked or unchallenged. So we do have an obligation to intercede when we see people acting in ways that hurt others or ourselves, particularly when those others are marginalized or otherwise vulnerable. On the other hand, if we get lost in taking things personally, we have almost no chance of being effective in the moment, whatever it is we're trying to do. When all we are doing is reacting, when we have lost sight of our intention, we become defensive or retributive. Then we lose our grounding and tend to spin our wheels. So in this Buddhist sense of the concept, intention can be the ground to which we return again and again, not to turn away from reality, but to deal with life just as it is, moment by moment, aware of what's actually going on, both within and around us. But Moffat writes that intentions are different from goals. He says, with goals, the future is always the focus. Are you going to reach the goal? Will you be happy when you do? What's next? Setting intention, at least according to Buddhist teachings, is quite different than goal making. It is not oriented toward a future outcome. Instead, it is a path or practice that is focused on how you are being in the present moment. You set your intentions based on understanding what matters most to you, and you make a commitment to align your worldly actions with your inner values. Goals, Moffat says, help you make your place in the world and be an effective person. But being grounded in intention is what provides integrity and unity in your life. What would it be like if you didn't measure the success of your life just by what you get and don't get, but gave equal or greater priority to how aligned you are with your deepest values? As Unitarian Universalists, being true to our deepest values is extremely important. Our principles and values describe a set of intentions to which we aspire and to which we can call ourselves back when we notice ourselves getting off track. And we will get off track. There's no doubt about it. What matters most is returning again and again to our deepest values and realigning our actions with these values, even when we fall short. Maybe especially when we fall short. I mention falling short because making mistakes is an inherent and inevitable part of setting our intentions and trying to live in a way that is aligned with our deepest and most important values. Addressing this topic, one author writes, "For this year, my wish for each of us is small and very simple, and it's this. I hope that in this year to come, you make mistakes. Because if you are making mistakes, then you are making new things, trying new things, learning, living, pushing yourself, changing your world. You're doing things that you've never done before, and more importantly, you're doing something. So that's my wish for you and all of us, and my wish for myself. Make new mistakes. Make glorious, amazing mistakes. Make mistakes nobody's ever made before. Don't freeze, don't stop, don't worry that it isn't good enough or it isn't perfect, whatever it is, art or love or work or family or life, whatever it is you're scared of doing, do it. Make your mistakes next year and forever." I will freely admit that what I'm talking about is easier said than done. On one hand, ground yourself in your intentions and do your best to align the way you live with your deepest values. On the other hand, don't be afraid to make mistakes, because if you're not making mistakes, you're probably not doing anything that's worth doing. It's a difficult balance to strike. It really is. And to complicate matters even a little bit more, I need to mention that whatever our good intentions may be, they really don't matter as much as the impact that our actions have on other people. It is important for all of us, but especially for those of us who are more privileged than others, to understand that our good intentions cannot and should not be used as excuses for behaviors that harm others. In the case of mistakes that result in harm to others, part of the process of living in an intentional way needs to be acknowledging the harm and returning to our deepest values, rather than becoming defensive or trying to tell others that they should not feel hurt because our intentions were so good and very pure. I'm not saying you need to feel racked with guilt or shame when such things happen. In fact, shame can often get in the way of making things right. Rather, I am saying that intentions are not excuses and really should not be used in that way. All in all, the concept of intention is relatively complex. It can be very helpful if approached in a healthy, generative way, or it can be harmful if approached in a narrow and dysfunctional way. Poet and philosopher Wendell Berry wrote, "A change of heart or of values without a practice is only another pointless luxury of a passively consumptive way of life." A change of heart or of values without a practice is only another pointless luxury of a passively consumptive way of life. As I said earlier, every great change that I have made in my life has begun with my naming my intention, and doing so holds great power. But it's the practice of calling myself back to the values that underpin my intention that has sometimes helped me make those great changes in my life in ways that are life-giving, life-affirming, and sustainable. As we begin this new year, whether we choose to make resolutions or not, I hope and pray that we will keep in mind that being steeped in our deepest values means being committed to practice that calls us back to these values again and again. We can and will make mistakes, sometimes really big mistakes. But being grounded in intention in its deepest sense means that we will begin again in love, committed to compassion for ourselves and for others, and committed to justice for all those who are oppressed, whatever our intentions might be. May it be so. Amen.
Please rise again and body your spirit to join in singing. There is more love somewhere.
Our Share the Plate beneficiary for the month of January is the local advocacy and support group Trans Uniting. Established in 2015, Trans Uniting creates an environment where Black transgender women and other transgender individuals can thrive. Their comprehensive approach includes initiatives such as housing, workforce development, advocacy, and mutual aid. You can make a gift online on our website or by text at 412-324-3130. We'll be passing our offering baskets for cash and checks in just a moment. If you're writing a check, please make it out to UUCSH and put Share the Plate in the memo line. Thank you.
Hey guys. So this song is from the musical Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812, which is a very long title and is also based on a very long book, or a very short part of a very long book, War and Peace. And in this song, the character Pierre Bezukov is coming off of a very meaningful interaction that he has with Natasha Rostova that kind of changes his perspective on life a little bit. So yeah, this is The Great Comet of 1812. Where to now? Where can I go now? Not to the club, not to pay calls. Mankind seems so pitiful, so crude, compared to that softened, grateful last glance she gave me through her tears. It was clear and cold. Above the dirty streets, above the black roofs, stretched the stark, starry sky. This vast firmament opened to my eyes, wet with tears. And there in the middle, above Prechistansky Boulevard, surrounded and sprinkled on all sides by stars, shines the great comet of 1812, the brilliant comet of 1812. The comet said to portend untold horrors and the end of the world. But to me, the comet brings no fear. No, I gaze joyfully, and this bright star, having traced its parabola with inexpressible speed through immeasurable space, seems suddenly to have stopped, like an arrow piercing the earth, stopped for me. It seems to be that this comet feels me, feels my softened and uplifted soul, as my newly melted heart now blossoming into a new life.
Please join me in saying the words for extinguishing our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
We'll close with these words. Having let go, set our intentions, named our curiosity, committed our energies, and given ourselves over to lives of balance, purpose, and meaning, let us begin again in love. Go in peace, go in courage, go in love.